He has 19 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making his U.S. and Showtime debut and his first attempt at a world title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WBA #2 super featherweight world rank contender and mandatory challenger, introducing Ricardo across the ring. The defending world champion fighting out of the blue corner. Undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a sensational record of 21 wins, no losses, and 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the two-time 130-pound world champion in his 6th world title appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome boxing's pride of Charm City, the undefeated once again, the referee in charge of the action now to give instructions, Harvey Dock.
Okay, boxers, we went over the instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Todos los squatters, buena suerte. Good luck.
Well, now we're going to find out if words translate to actions for Ricardo Nunez as he gets it on with this guy right here, Gervonta Davis, 21-0, 20 knockouts, and the hometown hero. Nunez, 21-2. What he said is he believes that Davis has some flaws. He said he's explosive, but he only fights for short periods. We'll see.
Nunez been confident all week.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it translates. Round 1. Don't blink.
Davis lands 50% of his power punches, which is remarkable, and to both the body and the head. Nunez is a volume puncher, and you see him coming forward.
Yeah, Nunez body language tells you he's just as confident as he's been talking all week. I was observing him during the introductions, and he looked cool as a cucumber on the lot. So whatever he's been saying all week, his body language tells you he believes it. And we'll see if his ability can match the ability of Tank Davis.
We have to see what happens when Davis lands a major power punch, but that may give us an indication.
Yeah, we'll see. Davis said he was going to just kind of feel it out here in the first round, see what he's got in front of him in Nunez.
And Davis has a good jab. Sometimes it gets ignored, and he's using it early here because of all the power punches, but he's got a very good jab.
Yeah, you're right. It's not just a show-me jab. No. He put something on that jab. Early on here, no real serious damage so far. No punches thrown with any real intent.
Nunez will normally keep his hands high, and he's doing that in this fight for the most part so far. Nunez, look for the uppercut from him. If he's going to land a big power punch that may shock Davis, it might be that punch.
So Nunez is comfortable with his way around the ring as Davis is starting to target the body with that left hand. You saw when Davis took that little walk across to his left, Nunez cut off the ring right away. So that shows you he's comfortable in there. Nunez his way around the ring.
Nunez stepped in there from a body shot in. Double jab from Davis. It is a very effective jab.
And Davis, true to his word, saying he would use that jab early.
That was the first left hand that Davis has thrown.
Yeah, throwing first left hand to the top. He's landed a couple times to the body, and I think he'd be well served to target that body, because Nunez is starting to change the distance on him a little bit.
Nunez landed a jab over the right jab of Davis, so that shows you he's at least trying to adapt a little bit in there.
First fight here in the United States for Nunez. Nunez trying to go downstairs to the body.
You can almost tell that Gervonta Davis decided not to try and get a knockout in round one. He wants to box and feel this out and see where it's at.
I also think, guys, that Nunez's body language tells you that. You know, like I think it allowed Davis to say, okay, let me see what this guy brings, and he's coming forward. Let me try to time him a little bit and start to get closer.
Yeah, he did get there with a left hand just a moment ago. Nunez very much in his range right now. Right hand picked on the gloves by Davis. Another right hand from Nunez.
Well, watch Nunez cut the ring off. You see what he did there. It's so small, subtle things, but it keeps Davis mentally occupied.
Nunez definitely in what he would consider to be his range right now. Gets Davis to miss with the right hand.
Davis looking, of course, to catch him with something big by him being in that punching range.
Yeah, I think Davis won the first round on the big body shots that he landed.
No, I thought so too. There's a left hand from Nunez. Did get there, but no damage.
The thing about Nunez that's kind of interesting to me, for a big knockout artist, he can move well, and he does understand levels in terms of the ring and all the rest of it.
And I think Davis has also made a concerted effort here to try to walk down the guy who feels he's a puncher. You can see there's the body language of Davis is to kind of be the bully right now. You see, look at the cocky face he's got. He's kind of looking at the crowd like, I got this guy. And no, you don't.
That was the left hand that hurt him, and he thought he had Davis wrapped up. Now he blocks the next one, but Davis, we mentioned how good a combination puncher he is. He keeps throwing the right hook, the uppercut. He has a very great arsenal of punches. Let's take a look at the same sequence and see where he got hurt.
And this is just careless on the inside. This is a 24-year-old kid who may be a little bit overconfident in the moment, maybe just trying to let the crowd know that you might be I might be up against a hometown guy, but I'm not intimidated. And it's a bit too much. There he had the presence of mind to block, though.
He knows the left hand is coming. But what makes Davis a little different than other guys you're going to face is he doesn't just get you hurt.
He makes him miss that shot. Yeah. That was a good shot right there.
And I think the way that looked is what made, and then that other left hand is what made Harvey Doc
But you see right there, he's looking to smother. Right there, as Harvey Doc steps in, he's looking to step in and smother. Watch the last instant. He kind of ducks. You're going to see the big shot by Davis right here. And here it comes. He definitely gets the tension. But that one doesn't really land. That one does, but it's kind of smothered shot. That one's a good shot.
The fact that second left hand hurt him again is what sent Doc in. And I think he was worried about him getting hung up on the ropes and taking punishment. Obviously, you see, he doesn't agree with the stop.
No doubt to me he felt the shots. No doubt. But
in any case, a victorious Gervonta Davis basking in the attention of this crowd and hoping to go on to much bigger heights than this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 33 seconds in round number 2. Our referee in charge, Harvey Doc, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and he is still the undefeated WBA super featherweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis.